For the final part of this sample test, we're given a situation where you're driving in a car at 40 miles per hour. The distance to stop the car has a mean of 140 feet and a standard deviation of 16 feet. You see a car 168 feet in front of you. Two key things we're going to pull out of here are the mean, 140 feet, and the standard deviation, 16. While this last part is important, the 168 feet we are away, it really isn't important until we get down to question C, which reference is in. So when we start with question A, what's the probability you stop in less than 112 feet? We really just need these two pieces of information. To find the z-score for this situation, we take the 112, subtract the mean of 140, and divide by the standard deviation of 16. When I put this in my calculator, parentheses 112 minus 140, and parentheses divided by 16, that gives me a z-score of negative 1.75. I go to my table, make sure I'm on the negative side, go down to the row, negative 1.7, across to the column, 0.05, and it lines up with a p-value of 0.0401. Because it's less than, I can stop right there, and that is my answer. For part B, it asks, what's the probability you stop within 140 feet? Again, I can do this with a z-score, 140 minus 140 over 16. That gives me 0.00. Really, this is asking me what's the probability that I stop less than the mean. The mean, median, and the mode are all the same. So in this case, it's really asking what's the probability I'm on the left half of the graph. For that to be true, the probability would be 0.5000 because again, you're right in the median, you're splitting it 50-50. 0.00 is the only z-score that's on both sides because it isn't really positive or negative, so it doesn't matter which side I start on. Either one, if I line up the 0.0 row with the 0.00 column, I'll get p equals 0.5000. Again, because this says stop within that, it's really asking less than. That's why this is my final answer. For part C, it says, what's the probability I avoid collision? This is where I have to look back to the final part that says the car just pulled out 168 feet in front of me. So really what it's asking is what's the probability I'll stop within that 168 feet to make sure I don't then hit the car. So I'm going to set up z equals 168 minus 140 divided by 16. When I put this in my calculator, when I do 168 minus 140 over 16, I get positive 1.75. Again, I look it up in my chart by going to the positive side, going down to the row 1.7, over to the column 0.05, and I get p equals 0.9599. So the chance that I avoid a collision is the chance that I can stop before that 168 feet, which should happen about 96% of the time.